Hi, I'm Lillian Dickmans, and today's video is an advanced workout targeting the glutes and core that you can do at home. The first warm-up exercise is a deep squat to hamstring stretch. This movement starts to warm up your glutes, hamstrings, groin, and adductors. Move through it slowly and use your elbows to press your knees out at the bottom of the squat. Aim for about 10 reps. Your range of movement should start to improve by the last few reps. Then we move on to a side plank with rotation to start to warm up your core. Move through it slowly and remember to keep your hips up as you rotate. Since it's a warm-up, to make it easier, I like to spread my feet out on the mat rather than stacking them up on top of each other. Next up is good mornings. This is a hip hinge exercise which we're using to warm up and activate your glutes, hamstrings, and spinal erector muscles. Remember, you're hinging at the hip, not bending at the knees as you would during a squat. Think about sending your hips back and squeeze your glutes throughout the movement. Don't allow your back to arch or curve. Only go as low as you can whilst maintaining a neutral spine position. Aim for about 10 reps. Lastly, we have the monster walk, which activates the glute medius, your side glute muscle. We really need glute medius to be firing properly to help with stability during the single leg exercises coming up. Step forward and out to the side as you move forward, then reverse it on the way back, and try not to rotate your hips as you walk. Aim for at least 10 reps each side, moving forward and then back. The workout is arranged into supersets, alternating between glute-focused exercises and core-focused exercises. The first superset is a single leg Romanian deadlift, combined with double arm leg dead bugs. For the single leg Romanian deadlift, aim for 8 to 10 reps each side and a tempo of 4 seconds on the way down and 1 second as you drive back up. Since the single leg Romanian deadlift is an advanced exercise that requires a fair amount of balance and coordination, start without any added weight until you perfect your form. It's a hip hinge movement, so you're sending your hips back and not hinging at the knee. Just keep your knee soft with a slight bend, not locked out. Key things to remember are to keep your back flat, your core tight, and your hips square. To stop your hips opening up on the way down, think about keeping the toes of your back foot pointing to the floor. Only go as low as you can while keeping your back flat and your hips square. For the double arm leg dead bugs, aim for 10 to 12 reps. Start by engaging your core to press your lower back to the floor. Maintain this position as you slowly lower your arms and legs to the floor and then back to the start. The really good thing about dead bugs is that you can monitor your form by noticing whether your lower back stays pressed to the floor. If you feel it lift off the floor, don't lower your arms and legs as far down. To recap, since it's a superset, complete your deadlift reps, then move straight into the dead bugs with little to no rest. Then you take your 1 to 2 minute rest before repeating 2 more times. The second superset is a paused sumo squat combined with a Superman plank. For the paused sumo squat, aim for 8 to 10 reps and a tempo of 4 seconds on the way down, a 3-second pause at the bottom, then 1 second as you drive back up. I like sumo squats because they target the glutes and adductors more than a regular squat. Adding a pause at the bottom makes the exercise a lot harder. Start with a wide stance and your feet turned out. Remember to keep your back flat, your core tight, and press your knees out as you squat down. Don't let your knees collapse inwards. You can do the sumo squat with just your body weight or hold a pair of dumbbells or a kettlebell. For the Superman plank, aim for 8 to 10 reps each side, alternating sides as you go. Start in a high plank, then slowly extend one arm and the opposite leg to horizontal before returning to the start. The aim is to keep your torso as still as possible, avoiding any rocking from side to side. Think about drawing your belly button up into your spine to brace your core. Press into the floor with your hand to stabilize your shoulders and squeeze your glutes to lift your leg. To recap, since it's a superset, complete your sumo squat reps, then move straight into the Superman plank with little to no rest. Then take your 1 to 2 minute rest before repeating 2 more times. The third superset is a Bulgarian split squat with a pulse and lying windshield wipers. For the Bulgarian split squat, aim for 8 to 10 reps each side. We're adding a pulse at the bottom of the squat to increase the time under tension for each rep and make the exercise harder. To target your glutes more, angle your torso forward and bring your weight into the heel of your front foot. If your knee is traveling past your toes, hop out a bit further away from the chair. Remember to press through the heel of your front foot to drive up and keep your spine in a neutral position. Don't arch your lower back. Just use body weight, or you can hold a weight in each hand on either side of the front leg. For the lying windshield wipers, aim for 10 to 12 reps each side. Lie on your back and bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle. As you lower your legs from side to side, keep it controlled, using your core to initiate and control the movement. Think about pressing your lower back into the floor to draw your legs back to the center. To make it harder, bring your arms closer to your body so they provide less stabilization assistance. To recap, since it's a superset, complete your split squat reps, then move straight into the windshield wipers with little to no rest. Then take your 1 to 2 minute rest before repeating 2 more times. The final burnout superset is a glute kickback, wood chop, and side lying hip raise. For the glute kickback, we're working to failure each side, which means you stop 1 rep before you fail or lose form. Make sure you keep your hips square and squeeze your glute to initiate the movement. Only kick back as far as you can whilst maintaining a flat back. Don't allow your lower back to arch. For the wood chop, go for 20 reps each side. This is a full rotation wood chop. The idea is to use your core to stop the swinging motion at the top and the bottom. Your feet, hips, and shoulders also follow through and turn as you rotate. Start off slowly until you get good control of the movement. Ideally, hold a weight in your hands like I'm doing here. The heavier the weight, the harder your core has to work to stop its momentum as you swing it. For the side lying hip raise, we're working to failure each side, remembering to stop 1 rep before you lose form. Think about pressing your bottom leg into the ground and tearing the band apart as you raise your top leg and drive your hips forward. Your feet stay together. To recap, since it's a superset, complete the glute kickback, wood chop, and side lying hip raise with little to no rest in between. Then take 1 minute rest before repeating 2 more times. And that's the workout. I hope you enjoy it.